Khalistan China Pak link tango has been revealed, and we've accessed inside details of the charge sheet that has been filed by the NIA, in which SFJ links to China and Pakistan have been exposed. SFJ is trying to propagate, trying to instigate the Indian Sikh soldiers. Do not fight the Chinese. That's the mutinous call given by SFJ. Now, this particular chart sheet highlights how the SFJ, in fact, is linked to not just the Khalistani, pro-Khalistani groups, but it also has deep network and connection in Pakistan and China. Sikh for Justice, in fact, has deep Pakistani connections, and the NIA also in its chart sheet has revealed how they are connected to Pakistan-based and backed Khalistani organizations. They're trying to instigate and influence the Indian Sikh soldiers by giving a call to them, asking them to not fight the Chinese. Let's go across to our senior editor, Internal Security, Nikunj Garg, who's managed to access the inside details of the chart sheet filed by NIA. Let's go across to him. The NIA chart sheet also exposes the deep network, deep connection between SFJ, the pro-Khalistani groups, Pakistan and China as well.
Well, absolutely. That's a shocking revelation coming at this point in time, is that even with the Sikhs for Justice Forum, which is obviously out and out Pakistani creation, which is trying to give itself a smokescreen or a hogwash of a public rights advocacy group, but in fact is nothing else but a terror front. Pakistanis are furthering the agenda of the Chinese, and knowing the fact that the Indian Army, a large number of Indian Army troops are right now locked in an almost eyeball to eyeball situation with the Chinese on the glacial heights of eastern Ladakh. Pakistanis there also are trying to further the Chinese agenda by instigating, giving a mutinous call, as you put it correctly, Swati, to our troops and saying that do not fight the Chinese. This is a call coming to the Sikh soldiers from the Sikhs for Justice. And this entire sham of being a public rights advocacy group is also exposed by the NIA, by the National Investigation Agency, Swati, through the fact that each of the cyber platform that they have exposed during the course of their investigations in filing this charge sheet, which they filed yesterday in front of a National Investigation Agency special court, has been traced back and linked to Pakistan. So any material, any platform that they have been able to track and push out of the cyber world, be it on Facebook, be it on Twitter, be it on any kind of other social media platforms or in the cyber world, have all been traced back to the Pakistanis. So you can see how deeply enmeshed the links between the old Khalistani elements like Joga Singh, Paramjit Singh Pamma, who's also a charge-sheeted accused, a radical terrorist Sikh in this case, and was recently seen outside our High Commission instigating people under the garb of a farm-related protest. They've all associated themselves now with the Sikhs for Justice, and the NIA says that this is to gain some amount of respectability and credibility, because remember, the old Khalistani elements, because of their terror-based tactics, even in countries abroad like UK, like Belgium, like USA, like Canada, have been discredited to the hilt, and now what they're trying to do through the Sikhs for Justice is regain some amount of credibility and respectability. And another critical aspect that the National Investigation Agency has highlighted, and which people in the know should all be aware of, that the Khalistani desk of the Pakistan ISI has created a large database of mobile phone numbers operating in Punjab, through which this radical Khalistani propaganda is being bombarded day after day, every day, in the hope that one day some impressionable young mind gets influenced through this radical propaganda and does something at the behest of Sikhs for Justice, which they can then capitalize across the world for their own propaganda purposes. Another very sinister and insidious part of this charge sheet indicated by the National Investigation Agency through their investigations, Swati, is that in the old Khalistani mode of targeted threat and targeted killings, like they did with the former Punjab Chief Minister, Mr. Beyant Singh, they have started stalking the National Investigation Agency's offices and officials, particularly in Punjab's jurisdiction in Chandigarh, in the Union Territory of Chandigarh, and started to tail them, stalk them in a threatening manner, the manner in which by tailing and stalking they carried out an attack on General Bulbul Bulard, a hero of anti-Sikh operations or anti-Khalistani operations actually of 1984 in the United Kingdom. So multiple sinister, deep, insidious, Pakistan-linked, sponsored by the Pakistani deep state, charges being brought out by the National Investigation Agency charge sheet in the first charge sheet that they have filed against Sikhs for Justice just yesterday, Swati.
Right, so they are running these campaigns online and otherwise as well to further their agenda. This is a frontal organization for Khalistani terror outfits. Also, Nikunj, they're looking at opportunities, at every chaos and crisis as an opportunity to radicalize people.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, to achieve the critical mass, Swati, as very eloquently put out by NIA officials offline in this case, to achieve that critical mass wherein they are actually have the capacity and the capability to strike on the ground like the old Khalistani modules of Khalistan Commando Force or Khalistan Zindabad Force or Khalistan Tiger Force. They are now trying to use the freedoms that they enjoy in Western liberal democracies and bombard their propaganda material through each possible cyber platform. And in the hope that one day some impressionable youths will actually get brainwashed and would be in a position or would be willing to do their bidding. In the past, there have been some instances of arson, at least, if not large-scale terrorist activities at the behest of Sikhs for Justice. And that is what they want to further. That is what they want to bolster. That is what they want to carry forward in the state of Punjab. The whole idea at this stage, Swati, at least, is that the diaspora, remember, Sikhs and the Punjabi population is the most strenuously binded and very strong diaspora in multiple Western countries, spread almost half the hemisphere. And that is the first target of this smoke screen of an organization created by the Pakistanis. So seeds of divisions in their mind, and then further that propaganda with the wherewithal, particularly the money available to them, which is, of course, much liberal amounts of money is available to them, even through the networks of certain religious organizations that they have deep connections with. So once you achieve that wherewithal, then with the muscle of that money that you acquire abroad, you certainly can try and hope to instigate large-scale arson or terror activities in Punjab and other places that they're trying to target, is the hope of the Pakistani establishment. Or otherwise, at least, turn the diaspora, turn a very hard-working, honest, a very patriotic diaspora of Sikhs against India is at least the Pakistanis' first attempt through forums like Sikhs for Justice, according to the National Investigation Agency.
Right. Nikunj, stay on with us. We also have RSN Singh, defense expert, joining us on the broadcast. Nikunj has accessed details of the NI charge sheet, RSN Singh, which exposes the sinister plot and the link, in fact, between the front organization of Khalistani terror outfits, which is SFJ, and the link between SFJ, Pakistan and China has been exposed in the charge sheet. It also talks about how they're trying to instigate the Indian Sikh soldiers.
No, after Bangladesh was created, everybody knows that it was the ISI in cahoots with, then the CIA. They started this recruitment business of Sikhs in Western countries. And people like Jagjit Singh Chauhan, who are politicians here, they went there. So this is how they started. And well, I will not be so so charitable. The problem is that, they have left their roots. And once, for whatever reasons, for a better past, greener pastures, nobody grudges that. But the fact of the matter is that they have left their roots. And, you have to find new routes. So Canada is not their new route. The France is not route. Even they are an alien population. I have somebody, who was working in my capacity, my colleague, who was posted in Paris. And once they were, those who were citizens, Sikhs who were citizens, they came running to the embassy there once action was being taken against them for various reasons. So I mean, once you don't find a new route and you have left your old route, then you are very easy. I mean, it's very easy to manipulate them. My only grouse is that why are the people who are here in the protests, etc., why aren't they condemning these Sikhs that you enjoy your greener pastures, but why are you meddling here?
Okay.
Just like the Sikhs here have got no business to comment on the agricultural reforms, say in Canada or or in whatever God-forsaken countries that they are in. We don't have any business. The Sikhs, the Indian Sikhs have no business to comment on it. And lastly, let me tell you, people have not paid attention to these 5 people who have been apprehended just recently. There are ISI-backed certain Sikh organizations, 3 of them and 2 Kashmiris. Now, trying to do, they have been, the NIA says that they were planning, or the Delhi police says targeted killings of whom? Maybe somebody, sitting in the protest. Maybe somebody sitting in the protest. So I will not be very charitable, to say, unless people, it is not good enough to say that we condemn. I don't want to hear those hackneyed dialects. People have to condemn, to be condemned squarely.
Absolutely. RSS, at least those who are backing these pro-Khalistani outfits and supporting their cause definitely do not have any business commenting on the situation here in India, because they are all going to use it for their propaganda. Thank you very much, RSN Singh. Thank you to Nikunj as well for joining us with those exclusive details of the NIA charge sheet.